60K times 5 years saying 3 billion. I don't go talk 300,000. Oh, wait, this guy to 3 billion. That's actually why most of the celebrity businesses in Ghana cannot survive after 5 years. Running a business or starting a business just like you being a coach and owning a football team. In Chile, we see Nipa back when saying to me, only you can't do that. Let's just be realistic. That's actually when you know you've come far as a brand. That's actually when you know you've grown as a brand, because right now I'll just say the approach that we are using for 2025 is we are using the Uber approach.
This has always blown my mind. 73% of you that watch this podcast channel are not yet subscribed. The free and easy way that you can support us, that's me and my team, is by subscribing to this channel. And we promise you that we would come to you every 2 weeks with one interesting guest and have interesting conversations about business and creativity. Now let's get back into the show. All right, so thank you so much for joining us on this episode. Today we have the CEO of Gold Coast Tokota here. Yes, I'll be struggling a lot with that, so you keep calm for me. We have the CEO here to explain or give us an insight into the journey of Gold Coast Tokota. So please,
Okay,
we have here.
So my name is Samuel Kumi Gyau, founder of Gold Coast Tokota. I know you were struggling with the pronunciation of Gold Coast Tokota, but we started this brand in 2023. Okay, and in a nutshell, we just wanted to say Ghana and Pabwa, or Ghana shoes without mentioning Ghana and also shoes. So Gold Coast Tokota. Yeah, so Gold Coast means Ghana. Tokota is Mpabwa in Ghana, or shoe in Ghana. Yeah, so that's how come we
That's very creative. Very, very creative. Very. Yeah. Well, how did you come up with this name?
So I actually sent the alternatives out to my friends, and alternatives were with the Gold Coast. We had plus 233, Gold Coast, and also 1957. They all represent Ghana, because we just wanted to say Ghana Mpabwa or Ghana shoes.
Wow.
So plus 233, 1957, also Gold Coast. So I sent it out to people within my circle, and most of them chose Gold Coast. So just like Gold Coast, and now we're in Accra. So why don't you do the Ghana way? So Mpabwa in Ghana or shoe in Ghana is Tokota.
Right. So you keep mentioning that right now we are in Accra. Why? Where was it before?
So the dream started from KUST as in Kumasi. So before going to uni, I was gifted a locally made footwear like this by a special someone. A special someone, but a special
one to mention it.
Yes, a special someone underlined. So I was just like, I'll use this special footwear for a special occasion. And one of my mentors was actually booked for an event in my school. And I was just like, Charlie, this man, they have to look sharp and go see him, because it can actually be an opportunity. So on the day of the event, I got to know my footwear wasn't okay, wasn't in good shape. So I couldn't go for the event. So in 2022, I was just like, I want to start something for myself. And that something will actually be a footwear brand. And this time around, I'm not really coming in for money, but just to carry people from where they are to where the opportunities are. Because years back, I couldn't meet my mentor just because of the situation that I was in. So that's how come we birthed Gold Coast Tokota.
So it was purely out of, I want to start something for myself. And then I've had a problem in having this kind of wear before. And so now I want to start this kind of, because this is a very, when I saw your page, it was quite interesting to see a animal in different colors. Because the animal that I've known for a very long time has always been the traditional. If it's not light brown, it's dark brown.
Yeah, black with the paint stain.
Yes,
with a lot of nails. How can you even begin nails? So imagine it's your big day, your wedding day, way for dancing nails. How you go for dance? You can't even dance.
Yeah. It used to make a animal wearing really annoying.
Yeah, so Gold Coast Tokota, we came in to change the narrative, to move from like the traditional way of doing it. We are not deviating from the culture or its purpose. We are just changing it, like adding a lot of modernization to it. So even the current ones that we have is made of modern materials, like velvet, suede. Velvet is just like a fabric, like the normal fabric. yeah, the pamata there. So we're using velvet, we're using what's the name? Suede, we're using proper leather as compared to the olden ones that they had nails and also hard materials like wood. Like wood. Yeah, like wood. It's true. Like wood.
So with these materials that you've mentioned, they last as long as the wooden ones that we used to have.
Yes. It's just like a typical shoe, because most of the leathers that we use are normally imported from Italy. And last month, I was in Nairobi to actually have a conversation with the biggest leather company in East Africa.
Which is?
With the name, I'll not mention the name today. Why? Just because I know there are lots of people who watch your podcast, and then I don't want them to go there first before so after I'm done with them, then I'll just do it.
Gatekeep for now.
Yes, I'll gatekeep that one for now. Then
Okay.
in the nearby future, I'll just talk about. So now we use modern materials from Italy, from Mozambique, and also Kenya.
Okay. Yes, that's nice. And do you mind walking us through the process? Have you ever been involved in the process? Because I know some CEOs or some bosses who own the business, but then they've never actually worked a day in the business. They have the funding and they know the people and they just fund the business to run without them actually being involved. So have you ever been involved in it?
Yeah. So running a business or starting a business, just like you being a coach and owning a football team. So if you had to start, you're everything in between. You are the goalkeeper, you are the defender, you are the midfielder, you are the striker, you are also the coach.
Also the coach.
So as time goes on, you graduate from being a player to being a coach.
Okay.
So when I started, I was literally doing everything in between.
Wow. And
Yes.
that was in 2023.
That was in 2023. Little background story. Let me just give you the little background story before I move on to as in how our production process is just like. So in 2022, that's actually when I had the vision to actually start the brand Gold Coast Tokota. I started in 2023, but in 2022, I was just like, I don't want to make Ghana made footwear. I want it to be like African inspired.
Okay.
And that African inspired tagline differentiates my brand from all the other brands in Ghana.
Okay.
Because we are Africa focused. Because the African problems can be solved by Africans.
Okay.
The Europeans are brought they can't even come here and solve up. We have to solve our own problems. Yes. So in 2022, November 2022, I took a trip to South Africa. Why South Africa? Because if you have to divide Africa into 5 regions, that's South, North, East, West, and also Central. It's just East, West, and Central. We are the true Africans.
Well, the rest they are what?
Oh, but South Africans, they do their things like Americans.
American.
If you have to go to the northern part of Africa, they are what's the name? They behave like Asians/Europeans.
Yeah.
So if we are doing something for Africa, you have to be there to understand them properly. You have to even understand the culture of it. Was short. The first time I was in Nairobi. Let me tell you a funny story. The first time I was in Nairobi, I was thinking, Nairobi, I be just like Accra. Who did it rough? My weather is totally different from Accra.
What time did you go? Winter?
No, it's not.
It's not winter.
It's not like it's not on a normal day. The place is cold in Nairobi.
The masking go there. So
you travel to the Kumasi of Kenya. That's called Mombasa. Mombasa is very hot like Accra.
The same country.
The same country. So you have to travel. You have to go. You have to go to these places to actually understand them properly. So the tagline is African inspired. So what we started doing is actually if you see African momentums into our designs. So what is this? It's a pyramid. Yes. So this is from African inspired, not just Ghana made.
Oh,
that's the difference.
When I saw it, I started wondering why do we have it?
Yes. So it's about we infusing what we have in Africa into our designs. That's actually why we have the African map here.
And not the Ghana map.
Not the Ghana map.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Nice.
So we started in 2023. And as I said earlier, if you are running a business or you own a business in Ghana, just like you being a coach and owning a football team, we're everything in between. So as time goes on, you graduate from being a player to oversee the affairs of what the people are doing. So now, as the CEO and the founder of Gold Coast Tokota, I don't really take part in the production process. Right now, a customer can come in and buy something from us, and I wouldn't know the customer. But when I started, I knew every customer. Like even got set, I was the one doing the deliveries.
Don't you think that was part of what helped the business grow?
Yes,
Because the customers felt they had a personal relationship with the boss.
yes, it's very, very true. It's very, very true to an extent. Because if you have to start, you need that. But now the stage that we've gotten to now,
Okay.
and I'll give you a clue. That's actually why most of the, that's actually why most of the celebrity businesses in Ghana cannot survive after 5 years. Do you know why? Because the celebrity is actually the face of the brand. If the celebrity doesn't come, because supposing if let's say I am a celeb and you are coming to buy because of me,
Yeah.
they that are no come work, no will come.
You know, come.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's actually how.
That's like how we treat our barbers.
Yes.
Because if your
So,
barber is not,
oh me, if I go away, my guy no did there now, I know.
you know, because
Me,
that guy be the
no,
net.
I will come out. I will call him. You tell why today no come. When he will come? Oh, bro. Okay, bro.
Oh, I give my barber a number.
So that's how it's supposed to be because on a normal day, you in Chile we see nipa back when saying to me only you can't do the let's just be realistic. There are many times that people will say, "Oh, Charlie, put in the work." You can put in the work to some extent, but after some time, you have to just leave the business to go because that's actually the difference between you being self-employed and owning a business. Because if you are a business person and you can't leave your business for 90 days, that's plus or minus 3 months, then you are self-employed. I've never tried it before. The highest that I've done is actually 21 days.
After that, you say, I have to come back.
No, I have to come back because I watch the camera and I see Charlie things when they go on. So Charlie, the next flight to Ghana they come.
So how do you structure the business to how do you think you would move from that 21 days to the 40 days or the 60 days without being in a business? Because then that means after 21 days, now you're back to being self-employed.
Yes, I'm back to being self-employed. So our business is just three things. It's just it's processes, systems, and people. That's business. Business not all the things that we do. This just three things.
Processes, systems,
And people. You getting the rightful people. You actually putting systems in place. And their processes. The process, I'll give you a typical scenario. Suppose if let's say a customer is to send in a message that he or she wants an ahinema, it will come to the salespeople. That's the first process. The salespeople will forward it to, we have an order group.
Okay.
They'll forward it to the order group. And after the order group, they'll forward it to the production people. The production people will work on it, forward it to the customization. So now we've been engraving our name on the footwears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the production people will, after they are done, they'll give it to the engraving team. They'll work on it, bring it to the salespeople, and the salespeople will give it to the logistics team to be delivered to the customer. That's the process.
This video is proudly brought to you by Gold Coast Electrical, your one-stop place for all your solar needs. Imagine doing some serious work, then your lights go off.
Charlie, ECG.
That means you have a productive day because you solely depend on ECG to produce your work. With a complete solar system from Gold Coast Electrical, you can provide all your power needs 24/7. You know, I'm even wondering why we are wasting the power of the sun when we have a lot of it. Like a lot of it. Charlie, the sun, it a burn, no. I'm not even going to talk about the increasing cost of electricity these days. Let's not even go there. Let's not go there. They said the thing has increased by 35%, but you are buying double of what you used to buy.
Contact Gold Coast Electrical with my promo code TJU and let them take care of all your solar needs.
All right, let's jump back into the interview.
Yeah, there are systems in place. Systems in place. I can give you a typical scenario. That typical scenario, just like if you're a salesperson, don't use your personal number to take Momo from the customer. That's a system. So that you can keep track of everything that is coming in. And also, secondly, the process, we don't normally use physical cash to buy things. We normally use either Momo or do bank transfer so that they can be that reference. So if I have to take the statement, I know, oh, Charlie, 5,000 come out from one Momo account. Hey, Charlie, if be petrol, we take go buy, or we take go buy this machine. That's systems. People, you need the right people. That's it. So you don't need a lot of people in your business. You need just the right people. At vintage funds. That's it. That's just business. So there are many times that people be like, "Oh, Charlie, my business. You know the people I employ. No, come on, you are just spending on salaries.
Just spending money.
That's it. You are just dashing out money.
It's not like you need. I recently saw a video of some business owner who complained. Well, not that she complained, but she was of the opinion that the mistakes that she made when she started was to include people that didn't need to be there.
Yes.
So in terms of like, she had to that time she had over 30, 40 staff.
Yes.
Meanwhile, she needed only 10.
That's it. Because we business people, we are too bossy and we brag a lot. Me, do you know me? Do you know the amount of money that I've been paying as salaries? And so what? You don't need a lot of people. Because see, I've actually come to realization that I have to just automate my system. Yes. So I don't need a lot of people. I just need the right people. And me, there's this thing about Gold Coast Tokota, we fire quick.
You order today, by tomorrow it will be ready.
No, I fire quick. I mean, last
you hire and fire quick.
building the team, I fire quick. A lot of people will just be like, oh, this thing, oh, no. But people will just come in and I wouldn't say misbehave. They will just send the business because every business has a culture.
Yes.
So when I started Gold Coast Tokota, when I was doing it alone, with just maybe 2 people or just 3, our turnaround time was just 24 hours. But I can place another and within 3 days, we are not done. The culture of the business. So the more people come in, the more there are a lot of challenges and difficulties that you have to face as a business person.
So do you mind walking us through like what the experience was when you got your first clients in that time that you started? Were you the one? I'm sure you had to be the one to go and get some of the raw materials, bring it, work on it, and deliver it.
Yeah.
What was that process like? What was that experience like?
So when I started Tokota, so just like I'll just ask my friends to just post on their stats and be on social media. So we had our first client and he was from UK. It was just like you saw it on Facebook and he wants to place an order. I was very happy. Can you just imagine? You starting something for the first time and right now the person is not taking it for free. Like he's paying like that giddy thing where you go do and things. So I had to rush to Cantonment because that's actually where we normally source our raw materials from. So I rushed to Cantonment to actually get the materials. We worked on it and after everything, I have to just take it to the customer. Because I told you when I started, I was everything in between. I was even the delivery guy. So now we've gotten to a stage whereby anytime that maybe after this, they are to post me on social media. And my day one customers had to, I know this guy we can deliver the thing away.
Yeah, now I know we need to deliver.
Yes. And they were like, so this guy we can do the thing, you where the business be on. That's actually when you know you've come far as a brand. That's actually when you know you've grown as a brand because when it started, it wasn't like this. And I've always been saying this about business. A lot of people are always of the narrative that you have to have money before you can start a business. To me, I beg to differ because if you have to look at the space, let's just be realistic. When you enter this house, here it be what?
Where's the house?
No.
This
As in,
side is the garage.
so it's a garage, then we've turned it into a shop. So it's about you leveraging on what you have. So it's not about, I start right there for get your fucking Pisky. No. Charlie, no, bro will give you free money. Start small and dream big.
So those people who are waiting to get 5 years,
will come. Will come. Forget it. Emma, what's what I tell you? It be funny, right? Emma, who will give you 5 years rent for Accra? Normal shop like this be 2K. A man say 2K a month. 2K times 12 be how much? It no be 60K. 60K times 5 years saying 3 billion. I don't go talk 300,000. One say, oh, wait, this calculate to 3 billion. Hey, you go fit.
we can't pay.
No, you can't. You can't. So start small. That's actually why now we have social media. You can even start from your room. Start small in the build up. Because last year I was in Dubai to even have right now I'll just say the approach that we are using for 2025 is we are using the Uber approach. With Uber, they own the platform, they don't own the cars.
Okay.
So that's the approach that Gold Coast Tokota we are using now. So right now, to me as a brand, unless the next 3 years when we are 5, that's actually when I'll get a shop outside this place that we are in.
That you are in.
But what am I going to do? I'm going to leverage on shops that people have built. There's something that we call a concept shop. So there can actually be a situation whereby someone can open a shop and be like, oh, bring your things. When I sell it, we share the profits. And that's actually what we are doing now. So as it stands now, we are in 10 concept shops in Accra. If you have to call,
to own the shop.
no, I don't have to. The Uber approach. That's actually why in business, you are supposed to be strategic about everything that you do. Everything that you do in business, you should be strategic about it. You shouldn't be, oh, a friend did it, so I'm supposed to do it. I'm entitled. Hey, Why?
You don't have the capacity.
No,
Why?
you know where that friend getting money from? If you tell you go shock. So just start small and dream big. That's actually the only thing that I'll say about running Gold Coast Tokota for 2 years, because we are two this month.
2 years this month.
Yes.
Nice. So you're celebrating your
Yes.
anniversary with you.
The anniversary will be in March, and you guys will be invited.
Nice.
It will definitely be in March, because we right now, if I'm to tell people the business is 2 years, they'll be like, I know you 2 years this. They can just come in and be like, you have all these things and your business is 2 years old. It's about you being strategic.
Because you're not in for the show.
No.
Work from behind. Yes. So when you started, you said you don't need a lot of money. When you started, how much did you actually start with? But some people will be like, these people that do business, they will say you don't need a lot of money. Then somebody will tell you, and my father gave me a small loan of 1 million.
And when I started, no, me, my own, it'll be small loan. Okay, so my own will actually be in business. They call something other people's money. So other people's money in the sense that the first client I had, he paid me upfront. So if he paid me 700 cedis at that time for 2 pairs of ahinema, I used that 700 cedis to get a lot of materials, not just for his, but for the subsequent ones but for the subsequent orders that will be coming through. That's how I started. I said other people's money. That's the first reason. The second reason would be this space belongs to my former employer.
Okay.
So I just wanted to say something about in business. Okay, but I'm not supposed to ask a question, but please allow me to.
Oh no, you can.
What's your definition of money?
Money is a fictional thing to me.
Okay, so
It's just a means of exchanging something.
okay, so to you, what would you describe as money?
Money is relationship.
Sharp guy.
No, you don't need that child, man.
Sharp guy. So mine was actually, this space belongs to my former employer, and his name is Mr. Richard Oforian to me. He's my God on earth. So I was working with him right after national service, as in 2018, and even got to a time I was disowned by my dad just because I wanted to work for this man. Because my dad took me to KUST. After KUST, I did my national service in the University of Ghana Business School. After business school, I want to do my masters. And my dad was like, my uncle be the airports, like, they won't employ me for 3K. This man talks, say he will give me 1. Why is I don't want to take the 1?
Why you go take less than half?
3 days, why you go take 1K? So my dad was very angry, and I'm an Ashanti. I'm an Akan, half Creole, half Ashanti. And I'm the first boy. First boy means I'm the first child of my dad. And irrespective of me having 5,000 sisters in front of me, I'm still as in the firstborn.
Firstborn.
Yes. So my dad was like, you be my firstborn. Why is it that you are done with school? I paid school fees for you to be in KUST. Now you are done with school and you want to work for someone for thousands. No, why not 3,000? My dad was very angry. I started with this man in 2018. After 2018, we had like 8 branches in Accra. We went to Fresh Yogurt. So 2020, he bought this space. He's also into real estate. He bought this space and I was just like, I should just move in. I'm like, oh, okay. And I came in 6 bedrooms. I called my friends in Legon, like, Charlie, I can't get house for Achu. Make you people come, make you can stay here. Only me, I don't go fit stay here. I informed my boss about them. I'm just like, well, let them come. And we've been here for 5 years.
Wow.
Let me just imagine. So imagine, say, 6 bedrooms. Every month, you should charge me $500.
How much?
How much? 5 years. So it's no money. It's relationship. This December, he called. Oh boy, I've not been hearing from you. Why? Like, boss, I don't get money on. I come out from Dubai, I don't get money. You're like, oh really? Let me send you some pounds. Just like that. I'm not working with him. Currently, I'm not working with him. So do you think it's money? No. It's good relationship. Just because of that good relationship that I had with him when I was working for him. That's actually why I'm still in his house. And that's actually where we bet Gold Coast Tokota. So I've always been advising people who normally come to my business that, see, don't think about the money. Think about us and rebuilding a good relationship, because you do not know when you need my help. At times it can actually be just a single call. Me, you want something, I can just call someone. Oh, Charlie, this boy, my guy, sort him out. That's it, and you'll be sorted out. That's why I asked, What's your definition of money?
That's my
Shall you be sharp? You be sharp guy. Give me. Give me.
because I really like. I think it was 3 years ago that I understood that the money that everybody is talking about, money, is all in somebody's pockets. Now, the person that is inside his pocket does not even need it, and he feels like just throwing it out there. You would feel like, oh yes, I'm earning this, but the person is giving it to you out of free will based on the relationship that
You have with the person. That's it. We in life we do things for people that we love. If I don't love you, why should I go the extra mile for you?
So now you live rent free.
Rent free. But and one funny thing is, right now, he has been posting my stuff on his on his stats on WhatsApp. So come, yo boy, Charlie, I carry your number, give some guy be they come Ghana, you come buy from you. When a person comes through, oh, I want 8 pairs. I want this. Why? Just because it's a referral.
Less talking.
No be plenty talk. Person will go help you, no go stress you. Person will go help you, no go stress you. No.
So that time that he was paying you 1K, did you ever feel what even prompted you to be like, you know what? I want to still work with this person, although I'm getting an offer which is 3 times higher.
It's just a drive. The first would be the drive. Why? Just because I did business admin accounts in KUST, University of Ghana. I did MBA finance. And no man, so we talk about it. Rather, no school fees. School fees are no man post COVID. So I've always been saying this. My mom is Kwewu, my dad is an Ashanti. My whole life I've always been in a business school. So me, business is my thing. So irrespective of me selling salt or selling water, I quite remember way back in KUST, I was into events, and events are CCB auditorium, engineering auditorium. I was selling water. Me, I'm a ton water and water on popcorn. We are not the same. The money that I'll get is more than the popcorn. I be the water. Me, I dey take water, enter the auditorium, go sell. Upo for us, pay back. That's the difference. So everything about me is just business. And with him, apart from the drive, as in me, the very first day that I met him, I actually saw a mentor. So I just wanted to learn from him. But even proud to that, before graduating from school, I promised myself I'll work for people for 10 years.
Work for somebody for 10 years.
That was actually what I promised myself.
1 decade.
Yeah. And I'm still working for people. I'm working for people for now, not for money. I graduated from school in 2017. So I'm still working for people. I'm still within that 10 years. I'm not done. So my current job, they pay me 500 cedis. But do you think it's the money or it's not the money? I actually want someone to employ me. I have a business. I have workers. If I'm less, I have like 15 workers. It's crazy, right? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Okay.
So why working for people? Working for people right now, when I started with my boss, all the mistakes that I made, it was on his balance sheet. Oh, boss, make you go this event, you go yakoboka, So just like when working for people, you get a chance to actually try a lot of things. Working for people helps you to understand systems. Because that's actually why system to processes. That's why I give you a typical scenario about how our process is like your process as Gold Coast Tokota. Working for people, you actually ride on their connections.
Still searching for the right computer? I know the feeling. Having the right computer makes all the difference. So whether you're working, gaming, or just staying connected, for almost a decade, I've been working with Elite Zone Enterprise for all my tech needs. They have quality computers and they also handle repairs and maintenance. So if you need something compact, check out these tablets. Small but powerful. And the best part is, they also deliver straight to you. Enough with the search. Call Elite Zone Enterprise today and let them handle all your tech needs without any hassle. Let's get back to the video.
My boss can, when he's coming down, he will just buy me a shirt and a perfume. It was constant. Every time a shirt and a proper perfume. Because I'm actually a lover of perfumes. A proper perfume. So one time I asked him, boss, why say every time they come out, they buy me perfume? Just because I know I'll be sending you to my people. So I want you to smell like me. That's connection. So that man, I've always been, if I'm to get a tattoo in this world, he's the one that I'll tattoo. Yeah, straight. Man, all the people around me knows him.
I see. That's nice.
You hear stories about it, man. This story be crazy, yeah.
thing.
I still work for people. Because at times we have to work for people to even understand your workers so that I understand them properly. Imagine, because we are always of the narrative that if you have to graduate from school, people be like me, I'm the youngest CEO. They pay bills. Also, why the electricity bill come, maybe you want to go to your house, I'm the youngest CEO, maybe that way you go take it. Hey, get your hands dirty and do something. So with that notion, the way I do my things are totally different. Because if I'm to start something, you might think I'm crazy. When I started this, I used to tell my friends, Charlie, me right there, this is a culture wise. No, that man go far, so I don't want to do. Homeboy, you sure? Because I'm very popular on campus. That's in UG. If you have to be sure, homeboy, everyone. Because homeboy, we had a business on campus. I was a student. I did my national service there, so I know a lot of people on campus. So when as at the time that I told them I want to start a footwear brand, they were all, I wouldn't say doubting Thomas, but they didn't really give me that green light as in they supporting me. But just like you people should just give me the benefit of the doubt. And now we are here after 2 years.
Where do you put the support? Where do you put the energy to continue? Because if your home people didn't support you and leaving your dad didn't even, does your dad like this idea of you doing this footwear business?
It's no more.
He's no more now.
Yeah.
It's always this. Oh, Charlie, but did he ever give you this confirmation that, okay, I like what you're doing so far?
Yes. So we started in 2018, 2019. My dad was in Brekum. He took a trip from Brekum to Accra to see what I'm doing. Because he didn't really understand lots of things. Why 3K and 1K did you go choose the 1K over the 3K? Yes. So he took a trip to Accra. As at that time, I was on campus. He came around. I showed him around, as in took him to all the branches that we had, and he was very impressed. And why footwear? The second reason would be my dad was a carpenter. So I've been dealing with leathers right from me being a kid. Yeah.
Nice. So that where did you pull the where do you pull your inspiration to continue, even when your home people did not support?
So I think it's just because of the whole that I was seeing when I was in KMST. I'm from Katanga, and our slogan, this is our slogan, rest not. So we do not rest.
No sleep for the
No. So should I talk?
Yeah.
Should I?
Oh yes, you can.
So we campus we day, you be girl, we can't pay you, they drag your feet. Hey. Chama, we move on to the next one.
The next one.
That's it. So this one no far, the second one go far, this one no far, second one no far, third one no far, 10th one no far, 11th one go far. That's it. So it's go hard or go home. Go hard or go home. That's actually my mantra. Go hard or go home. Me, nobody now they can't. Me, I know they test waters. I want something. I would think about like for 3 months. I think about I see things you had one do. You are try.
You are not
No
going
ever far. Me, we are the do ever far. Because right now, Gold Coast Tokota as a brand, we are moving from product based to experience based. So a time will come that people, before you can buy this ahinema currently is 400 cedis, but we sell it at 600 cedis, and that's 600 cedis. It will be made by you. You come around and do it. Yes.
So you would involve the clients.
The clients, yes. That's our vision for 2025. That's what I'm saying. I don't need a lot of people in my business. I need just the right people. Because I wouldn't be here for long. I've always been saying this. I'm not here to be liked. I'm only just here to make a difference.
That's like make a difference, yeah, God.
Far God. Let me say this in three. Nipa be true, but I mean true. Me and BB area now come back for me.
Nice.
Because I know I'll go to heaven. You have to die before you go to heaven.
Last you
If you did that way, you the fear say you could die. Why you say the fear? Now go heaven. That's right.
That's a major drive for why you go all out in any business.
That's it. Me I go heaven. So I do my things finish. God now make it can carry me. And call heaven straight. Wow, I'm could be it be okay.
This drive. What would you say has been your biggest disappointment? Like when it hits you, you are like, okay, this one is hard.
The hard one would be when the clients disappointed me.
How?
Oof. Can you just imagine? The client called. Just like, oh, Gold Coast Tokota, please. Right now, 2025, it was 2023, rather. She has been forced. 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 She has to get married, a lady. So she has gathered some money to do some big wedding before Accra. So I should just make the footwear for her. We did everything, 20 pairs for the groomsmen. Hey, 20, oh, can you just imagine? Last, Madam chop breakfast.
See, I will not pay.
As at that time, she has paid half. And the color that she chose wasn't our traditional colors. So that makes it very difficult to sell. Because let me give you a typical scenario. Suppose if a customer is to choose, let's say, burgundy. Okay, burgundy is very common. Let's say something pinky. Pinky, you might do some kind of pepping. Never pepping. So that was actually my biggest disappointment. But all in all, it's all good. It's actually a lesson that I learned, and secondly, too, it has shaped the way I perceive business now. So now, one of our systems is you have to make half payments before you start the process.
Half before you start.
Half before you start.
So she didn't even make half.
So with her, and that was quarter. At first, we used to take quarter or maybe any down payment because we just want you to put your skin in the game.
Yeah.
But now it's half, or
Half or go home.
Half or go home. So now not hard or go home, half or go home.
Wow. So with that big disappointment, what did you do? Because I don't see any pinks here.
Yeah, so I sold it as in, because when it happened, I was supposed to get my money back. It took some time before I was able to sell them. Yeah.
Wow. And with that, what then has been your greatest joy? Like a point where you reach and you're like, okay, I like where I have come. We've come this far. This is something worth celebrating.
Okay, so that will be as in where we are now. Because anytime that I'm to say it, people will just be like, I'm crazy. So I don't want to talk about it. But right now we have a satellite station in Nairobi. This year we'll be moving to Dubai. We'll be moving to Joburg. We'll be going to London. We'll be doing Miami. We're already in Miami.
Nice.
So right now, but my greatest joy will be we making a footwear for a customer and a customer feeling satisfied.
That's every time.
Me owning the heart of the customer. That's all. It's not just the physical things that, or the accolades that we've enjoyed as a brand, because we are part of Orange Corners. We are part of Ghana Climate Innovation Center, as in they have a cohort for businesses, and we are part of all these things. I'm not really thinking about those ones. As in me satisfying a customer, just a single customer, not 1,000 customers, just one. So anytime that there are complaints, because one thing about our business is it's very difficult to scale.
Yeah.
Very difficult to scale just because color-wise, size-wise, and even we've actually got into a stage whereby most ladies, especially our grandmothers, if they are to get to a certain age, this little square vamp, it becomes very big.
Yeah.
So she can be a size 42, but just because the vamp is very big, maybe it's size 42, my footwear wouldn't fit her. And that makes it very difficult to scale as a brand. But all in all, we are working to actually connect the dots so that we will know how to move from where we are now as a Gold Coast Tokota to really looking into the future. I can remember when I started this brand, I was always saying, I want to be the Gucci of Africa. But now I want to be the Gold Coast Tokota of the world.
Don't want to be Gucci anymore.
No, I want to be Gold Coast of the world.
So what with this in mind, that means there's a lot of customization that you'll be doing moving forward.
Yes. And with the customization, we are customer centric. We are not thinking about the money. Customer centric. We're satisfying the customer. If a customer is to come here and be like, oh, I want an ahinema, even the stitches that we use, we can pick and choose the color that you want. Yes, that's the thing that we've got into.
That's extreme customization.
That's extreme customization.
It's like ordering a Rolls Royce.
Yes. And you going for the paint, no, the line, no. Have you seen that line where they take past the Rolls Royce body?
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. So right now we did Ghana, but we are thinking like the way Rolls. That's actually a perfect example. Once at the time that I started doing that, I was just like Rolls Royce, I know that's actually how they do their stuff. So that small line where they take past inside, that's how I want it to be. We've also grown to a stage whereby we write the names of the customers in the footwear. Why? Just because if I'm to talk about like our customer base, demographics, the people who buy from us, 60% normally give it out to people. So supposing if let's say your dad is a chief or maybe a grandma that you want to give to something, you will come and buy from us. Then you get it out. So someone who can come and be like, oh Charlie, me my boss, I don't surprise someone. Can you do any more than do shakara give me? The shakara is a lot of things. The shakara is not the bad one. Oh. As in we garnishing the thing.
Yeah.
Yes. So we've even garnished it to the stage whereby right now our paper bag and also what's the name? The Ziploc that we've been using. This is totally different.
Accra, Miami.
Miami, the way they are, but
The one is in Miami.
yes,
Nice.
yes. So this is actually where we've got into as a brand.
Nice. These things are very expensive.
It's very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. I'll never lie.
Right. So you've mentioned that you've traveled to Kenya, you've gone to Dubai, you've done. But first off, you started off with Kantamanto. What's the difference between the Kanta markets and what's going on in Kenya? What's the thing that we are not doing here that you think we should get ourselves involved in?
Okay, so to answer that question, let me put it this way. There are levels to this entrepreneur thing that we are doing. There are 3 levels. The very first one is products. Second is distribution or channels. Third is ecosystem. So if someone needs to start a brand, so when I started Gold Coast Tokota, I was always just talking about the products. Oh, Charlie, me, you know my hand, the whole Ghana. Well, Charlie, I have the best. So anytime you have to hear someone saying, I have the best products, that person in business is in class 1. Yes. You move to class 2 when you talk about distribution. So distribution-wise, when I said I'm in 10 outlets in Ghana, apart from the shop, I'm online. I have a courier system. I have even a fulfillment agency. Right now, I told you we are spreading our tentacles to different parts of the world, going to Nairobi, going to Joburg. That's actually what I'm thinking now. So now I'm in class 2. Well, class 3 is ecosystem. So ecosystem, that was actually why I was in Nairobi. So in Nairobi, Ghana, we don't produce leathers here. We don't produce leathers in Ghana.
Really?
Yes. There's no leather company in Ghana. Ghana, you will steal. Abano muku no ni I will. Ghana, you produce leather wa. Emu be confuse you. Wele nkwa. I'm telling you. So Gold Coast Tokota as a brand is actually like a 20 years project. Now we are 2 and we are doing distribution. From the 5th year, we start a farm, a cattle farm. We will do the cattle farming for 5 years alongside we owning the business. So after 5 years, we will use those cattle to produce the leather. That's actually when we move from being from class 1 to class 3, from products to distribution to ecosystem. So ecosystem means we have the cattle farm, we take the cattle and transform them into leathers, use the leathers in our business. That's actually when you know, you are on top of the world. Before you get to that stage, it will still be like infant joining B. We doing the hand to mouth kind of thing.
Because you own at that point you own the entire food chain.
You own everything in that space. That's actually why I moved to Kenya. Kenya just because right now I want to establish a production plant in Kenya. And Kenya will cater for East Africa and also West Africa. East Africa and South Africa and some parts of Central Africa. Yeah, we will concentrate on West Africa and North Africa. That's why I was in Kenya. But shout out to Kantaman, to Charlie. Maybe they wanna day ones. That's where we started from. And even in Kumasi, I've also been sourcing some of the materials from Kumasi, especially the crash and most and also the totems that we use. Like this ones. You can buy them. You can buy them in Accra at a premium price. But if you have to go to Kumasi, it's really less expensive. So we've been getting this from Kumasi. And some of our leathers too, we also source them from Kumasi. But in June 2023, we started an initiative whereby, apart from producing the footwear, this one we want to go green. Well, that's actually what the world is actually propagating about right now. Oh, telling me I go green, sustainability. Everyone is preaching about sustainability. So in June 2023, we started using jeans, upcycling jeans from Kantamanto to make shoes. Hey. Yes. And even with this, to make shoes, to actually make the footwear. So all these ones are counter made. The jeans we people they throw away, we turn it into something nice. And after joining Orange Corners, we had a collaboration with Fita Autotech. That's why we have their name here. So that was also like a partnership. And with them, we are using their byproduct, that's a car tie, to actually make the shoe. So that's actually where we've gotten to as a brand. So now we are now Gold Coast Tokota. We want to be part of the solution, not the problem. The problem has always been caused because 85% of all textiles are dumped, thereby releasing about 500,000 tons of microfibers into the ocean, which is equivalent to 50 billion plastic bottles. So you can just imagine a lot of plastic bottles into our ocean. And this thing I'm talking about, it contributes to 10% of our total carbon emission. So we at Gold Coast Tokota, we are using it to actually make something meaningful, something nice. That's what we've gotten to.
Nice. You mentioned the three systems to build the ecosystem.
Yeah, the product distribution and
That's distribution and ecosystem. Why do you think that anyone who starts a business should focus on this? And is it because of your ability to scale, or you think it is the most effective way to become a business that lasts forever?
Yeah, it's the second one.
The most effective way to become a business.
Because business is control. The more you control a lot of things, the more you make money. The more you make money out of the business. Let me give you a typical scenario. Let me got this. This part of this. Let me show you the anatomy of the ahenema. This is the crown. This is the hinge. This is the insole. This is the straps. This is the sole. This crown, we normally get it from Kumasi, and it's 10 cedis. A pair is 10 cedis. But if I'm to make it here in my business, the unit cost is 11 cedis for a pair. But why will I make it in but not buy it from Cantomanto? Because of control. Because if I'm to call the man, if I'm to call the man from Kumasi or Cantomanto, and you tell him, oh Charlie, I don't get crown, that means I can't produce this. Yeah. Business is control. In a broader sense, they call it monopoly. So the person who controls the markets is the one who is making money from the business. Yes. So to have an ecosystem, so supposing let's say I want this particular leather and I'm producing it myself. Hey, every day, someday.
Yeah, there's no point at which this one is not available. So yeah, you have to.
So imagine I'm buying from someone from Cantonment. Oh, but I'm Charlie, the brown leather I can buy someday. Oh, okay, sound. That means I can actually meet the demands. So business is about you graduating. It will take some time. But a lot of people don't know because see the way we do business in Ghana, I wouldn't say it's funny, but I think this time around we should actually sit down and do a lot of research about it. Maybe before I started Gold Coast Tokota, I did a research and development. R&D was 6 months. That's when I took a trip to South Africa. How many people will start even like, oh, let me take a trip to a different country, study their system before I started in my own country? Why? Just because one, time consuming, two, it's expensive.
Yeah, that's what everybody will say
initially. But that was actually one of the best decisions that I ever did. Business is expensive. Start small, dream big. Start small, dream big. And supposing you want to take control over what you do, it should actually be an ecosystem. So the ecosystem is actually a demonstration that I did.
Yeah.
So if I'm producing this all by myself, it's 11 cities. If I'm to get it from someone, it's 10 cities. If I'm to call a person, be like, oh, Charlie, some no day, yeah. Imagine I'm supposed to produce maybe 100 pairs for a customer within a space of 2 weeks to London. I can't do it. Why? Just because I don't have this. But right now, since I'm producing this, I can produce it to a time that I can also sell it to people. That's when you know you are moving as a brand.
So this business knowledge that you have, how is it because you went to business school, or it's something that has been ingrained in you from childhood? Did your parents have a business or anything like that?
Okay, so I'll just say business school, me being in business school forms like 20% of it.
So the 80% comes from what?
Takashi. Yeah, now far and now ochina yebeye. That's it.
We change different.
You learn on the job. So if you have to do it today and tomorrow we go do one. You just change the strategies on it or even the approach to it. Then we'll try it again. And lo and behold, that one a bit fat. Is that a bit fat man? I fe. I'm go punch and win when I'm be open.
Nice. Tell me about the ways that you think that you mentioned something that people in Ghana do business in a funny way, but you didn't want to say it was funny. What kind of way are you talking about?
Because they will just see, maybe supposing, let's say I have a friend and I'm doing this business and right now they see me on your podcast, they be like, hey, tell oh, why if I give you a mom, make me to a start. You know, they think that went into me starting this business.
Or I shall be
Better it will fall. Just because there are a whole lot of things that you have to take into consideration before starting a business. My Ghanaians will be like, oh, right now, since this person is cashing out on TikTok, me too, if I import the same thing, me too, people will buy. No, it doesn't happen that way. You have to just sit down and do the 1+1. It shouldn't be negative. If you have to start, it should be 0. As time goes on, then it should be changing it, yes, +1, +2. By the time I realize less than 5 years, it will be plus 1,000. That's it.
So what are some of the processes or some of the things that you think that everyone who wants to start a business should actually focus on and do before you actually start?
Okay, right now, I'll just say it's just R&D, research and development. When I started, you know what I did? As in the people that normally perceive Gold Coast Tokota to be a competitor, I bought from all of them. So you be them like just a regular customer. Oh, please, I saw this and I like it and I want size 42. So me buying one, I want to see the product. 2, I want to see logistically how you operate. They can be like, oh, boss, you they bring them on edit 3 days never, you know. Thirdly, I want to even know your customer service. So I bought from like 4 different brands in Ghana. So I would just be like, well, let me check their website. Oh, this guy not get website. Okay, this being price range. This one too, this. So I was just doing what they were not doing. That's actually why I'm here after 2 years. Yes. I was doing what they were not doing. So I got to know, as in me, based on research and development, I know most of them, their turnaround time was 5 days. So when I started, my turnaround time was 24 hours. Please the other 2 days.
Fast.
Hey.
Yeah.
We would call them B speed. You dey calculate the time Mario game. If you don't go speed, B speed. So that's actually what changed the whole approach about the way we do our things in Gold Coast Tokota. Because it will take a typical Ghanaian brand 5 years to do packaging. But even before we started, we actually had packaging bags. Why? Just because of the experience that I had when I was working with my boss. It was my boss who every day tell you, if you want to be rich, sell to the rich. A rich man will buy a well packaged stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just be realistic.
It's usually the experience.
Just the experience.
It's not really about.
No. I quite remember, maybe this I'm not supposed to say it on TV. A lady called. I'm just like, oh, Charlie, it's my boyfriend's birthday, but I even forgot. So today now I want the slippers. Can you deliver something to her? Don't worry, Obi, what do you want? She went in for the premium price. But the girl was just like, the boyfriend is everything to her. She has been paying the rent, buying her fuel, like everything. Okay, nothing small. We did a very nice packaging. We even had a system whereby we even write a letter. Hello, Odoyewu, want to send me door. Then send some to garnish the whole experience.
The experience.
We delivered everything to this guy in a box, and we fixing it in a bag. In a bag, we delivered it to the guy. When the guy saw the package, he called. And like, hey, Charlie, this one there, Dubai about Accra. And the guy tried to, and he said he hasn't tried the slippers. Yeah, he knows Charlie. That's it.
Just based on the package.
That's
it to try the products anymore.
Because I'll give you a typical example. What's the difference between how are you and how are you? How are you? How are you? What's the difference? That's it. So it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
How you say it.
So that's the difference between Gold Coast Tokota and other brands. So the way I think, I'm totally different. So even if you're my worker, you find it very difficult to understand me. It's just some few people like that'll just come up front as in they be in your business, they just understand like as in what I want to send out. Because the way I do my things totally different. The concept of how are you and how are you. A typical example can be a lady who just had broken hearts. A lot of guys will just move to this lady because she has not fully recovered, right?
Yeah.
Why would she accept maybe a guy's proposal at the detriment of the other ones? It's just the approach. Because they are all saying the same things. The same thing. I love you, I love you, I love you. But maybe someone's I love you is totally different from the other person's own. So it's not what you say, how you say it.
Nice. So tell me in give me 5 things that you think a young business person should adapt to or should learn to do so that he avoids the mistakes that you've made. If you've made any mistakes at all.
No, mistakes are plenty.
Why plenty more?
You wake up, you go again. The next morning, we will try them again.
So what are some of the things that you did at your early phases that you think that any young business person should avoid completely?
The first one will be fire quick. Forget what the government is saying. If you have to recruit someone and you have to fire quick. Because if I'm the type, I can even draw a plan. If I don't see you in my plan, you are gone.
You are gone.
Yes. Do you know why? Because growing up, my dad always used to tell me, don't date a lady that you need today. Be with a lady that you need in the future. Because today is just today and tomorrow. That's present. But you need someone in the future. That's actually me. I'm the type, I always going for big girls. So in terms of connection, in terms of growth, like as in everything in between. Okay. So be with someone that you need in the future, not someone that you need today. As an example, right now currently we don't have a cleaner, right? So if you are a salesperson, I mean, if you have to come around, you have to see to it that the place is tidy.
Yeah.
That's not your work. That's not your work. You are here to sell, not to sweep. But since we don't have it, we can't actually keep the place dirty for a customer to walk in. So you doing it means now we need it. But what the reason why I employed you wasn't for you to sweep, but to do what? Sell. That's the future. So in the future, when I'm working with you, I will every day be sending you, I want you to learn because I'm every day learning. I want you to learn. Like I can see something that I know it will maybe it will be deemed fit for maybe your department. I'll forward it to you. So even the production people, if I'm to see, I love Nigerians. I love the way they do their stuff. So if I'm to see maybe their footwear, I'll just copy the link from TikTok and forward it into a group. Just watch it. Learn. The word is too big. Make not think small. The first one will be fire quick. Secondly, to be, you should be quick in business. Because in business, it's not the big that is the small in terms of competition, but it's the fast that swallows the slow. It's not the big that is the small, but the fast that swallows the slow. Should I give you an example?
Give me an example.
Now you will pay you. So, blockbuster movie and Netflix. As at that time, 20 years ago, blockbuster was everywhere. Right now, where are they? Who is talking about them? Taxi and Uber.
The same concept.
The same concept.
Different package.
That's it. Because Uber was fast. They were not big. 20 years ago, they were not big. Even 20 years ago, it can actually be they were not even in existence. But now see them. I can just be in Nairobi, pick up my phone and be like, oh, Charlie, I want to back, quick, can't. The car come, I pick them, I go the place where they go. Where are they go, then go pick taxi.
Which taxi driver you know, sir, they go call?
Because they also just like, you can't speak Swahili.
Yeah.
You were in Dubai and Tesla. You order Uber, Tesla where they come. Actually,
They're wrong.
Ghana, that's why I cannot Tesla. Yeah. You order Uber. But that one be premium price. If you get money, it be big boy level.
That was the experience I enjoyed there.
Yeah. Yes.
It was nice.
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
Very, very nice. Did you try the Ghanaian restaurant there?
No, I never.
Oh, Charlie, some Ghanaian restaurant be there. Then you go chop fufu like normal fufu for Dubai.
Wow.
Yeah, Sankofa restaurant. So anytime that you are there, just try it out.
I'll try it. I'll look for them.
Then they sell banku with tilapia. Oh, hey, rice then
Rice balls and granules.
Charlie, that be me my favorite food. That be what's not the chop for Dubai. And I mean,
I don't try the other foods.
no, the other foods. Okay, to be the very first day that we were in, I be see Ghanaians, we are very big on eggs. Charlie, we don't want a hotel where Ghanaians we see eggs. No one, I can. Hey, it be different. It be the three no much, no more. Hey, like. So the girl, the waitress bank we busy and say, madam, now egg net is saying, no, oh, Dubai the eggs no, ye near cocoa ha. In Siani manufacture cocoa eggs no. So I was just thinking, is this like what is it true? We're lo and behold, we're not seeing a cocoa for Dubai. So where did they get the eggs from?
Then they definitely go be important.
Because this is the thing about Dubai. They said they had oil. They took the oil and turned it into tourism. So with them, everything is possible. That's actually one thing I've realized about them. Everything is possible. So they wouldn't mind here being like maybe a waterlogged place. They can just transform it into a palm. Make it very nice. So when the lady said, oh, Dubai, manufacturing since then, I was just like, I'm not going to try anything again. So even breakfast, I'm also not going for breakfast. For breakfast, I'll call the woman and be like, mommy, so I mean, I know this teas. It's sending me be. And she will just bring it through. Charlie, brother, man, the fair. So we're even in Abu Dhabi and we went to KFC. I was just like, no. No. Charlie, take me to Dubai. Take me to Dubai, 1 hour drive. We before going to Dubai, I called the woman and I'm like, oh, Charlie, did the next 13 days, they should send food. So the time that we've got
That's why you ran away from us.
fast. It is what it is because all these things are supposed to be part of the package because I think the next year we will have a shop in Dubai. That's actually why I was there to actually understand the parameters, also know how they operate and also other things. Yeah.
Nice. So the third thing would be what?
The third thing would be start small and think global. Because Gold Coast Tokota, we started small and now we are global. I'll just put it that way. From the heart of Hacho to Joburg to Nairobi to Mombasa to London to Miami. The time will come that I told us it will be the Gold Coast Tokota of the world, not the Gucci of Africa. Yeah.
Nice. The fourth?
The fourth one will be Priya Vim Takashi.
I like the way you like it. Priya Vim Takashi.
Priya Vim Takashi.
The Takashi be very important.
The back, it did the back. Priya Vim Takashi. No. Now this one I'm not going to explain. So Priya Vim Takashi in short.
Yeah, everybody understand that.
Priya Vim Takashi. The yene na unfortunate ebefa. Unfortunate ebefa. That's all.
Nice one. And the final one.
And the final one will be I've said fire quick, right?
Yeah.
Consistency. So there's actually a thin line between motivation and consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Motivation is just like, supposing if let's say you want to get fit. Motivation is you seeing all those beautiful pictures of the girls. I mean, see the nyagadus and the bagadus and those things on social media.
Yeah.
You wearing something like that's motivation. But consistency is you waking up at 5 a.m. to go. Every morning 5 a.m. That's consistency and that's the difference. So consistency, not motivation. Yes. So this will be just my 5 takes for every entrepreneur out there who wants to start something for himself. It's not easy because even your family members will not believe in the brand. So me, I sell to strangers, but not people with my circle. Because they know me to be, that bad boy. That bad boy, you know, if you start something for himself, safe. But now I'm actually a changed person because there are a lot of things that I don't do now.
A changed man.
Yeah, because if you be like a Katanga this, Charlie and Kai, your boo be crowded than It is what it is.
It is what it is. So I really want to thank you for having us here today. It's really eye-opening to know that the Tokota is not. You didn't want to say Kotoka.
Yeah.
To turn it, but it's really nice to know that it's Ghana and Pabua, just that you didn't want to have Ghana and Pabua written out there when you change it to Gold Coast Tokota. And it's really been a pleasure to have you on our podcast. I've learned quite a lot, bro, from having this short conversation with you, and I hope to still be in contact with you. And of course, we'll be available for your 2 years anniversary. We'll come and dance, or there'll be no dancing.
Hey, we go dance, Papa.
Fast. Yes. But thank you so much for hosting us. And we'll leave your social media handles and everything down in the description. But tell our audience something before we sign out completely.
Okay. Gold Coast Tokota as a brand, as me being the team lead, we're also very grateful for you coming through to actually listen to our little story. We are very grateful for even you putting us on social media to talk about our journey, where we started from to where we've gotten to, and also our futures. Our social media handle is at Gold Coast Tokota. We are located in Hacho. Gold Coast Tokota on all social media platforms. We are located in Hacho, and our telephone number is 025 753 4297. 025 753 4297. I'll take it again. 025 753 4297. Peace out.
Right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching this episode. I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.